YouTube, it's your boy Sean Tribe here, and we're back with post-Banlist Salad. Yes, I am back, and we're going to go over the new skill. So if you've been, not new, but edited out, if you've been laying under a rock, Soul Burning Link has gotten hit. You have to discard 2 cards now instead of 1, and 1 has to be a Salamangreat card. So to mitigate that, we are playing a second Jack Jaguar, which will allow us to send it for extra advantage turn 1, or so we don't have to send any other things later on. I mean, so we could send other things later on, such as our not our spinny, but sometimes our mole, sometimes another circle, or sometimes a transcendence, depending on what we need. Now, on top of it, we are running our standard package: 3 spinny, 1 foxy, 1 mole, 1 beat bison, 1 falco, 1 paro, 1 fennec, and 1 gazelle. Now, what's very important here that you have to understand is that you want to run more salad cards now because of the skill restriction that you have to toss to. So you want to make sure you're always opening and you're having consistent openers, and you really don't want to discard your techs. So yeah, then we're playing. There's 3 circles, our 2 sanctuaries, our 1 recurrence, 3 droplet, 1 transcendence, and yeah, and for our hand traps, playing 3 Veiler, 3 Droll, and 3 Crow, because the hand traps are very good against this meta. Veiler you can hit Crimson Resonator with. You can also Veiler Soul Resonator if they normal summon it. It's very good because you can prevent them from searching Bone Archfiend. You can also even Veiler Bone Archfiend. Crow is very good against to stop Red Rising Dragon. It's also good to banish Soul Resonator, so Pyro Phoenix to nuke the board. And then we're playing 2 Droll and Lock, which is very good against Bird as well. Droll and Crow both very good against Bird, and it's also very good against the Mira, because Droll, if they start off with their Resonator Call and they want to search, then you can pretty much deny them out of any searching for the rest of the turn, which includes their Soul Resonator, their Crimson Gaia, and any other searching with Vision Resonator that they want to do for the turn. Keep in mind, the only caveat with Crimson Gaia is they can add from the graveyard, so keep that in mind. So just keep that in mind. And then, obviously, like I said, the Veilers are really, really good. Now, Droll is a little bit up and down in the mirror, because if you go second, it's not as effective because they don't need Sanctuary turn 1 to do their plays. If you go first with it, then it's a little bit better, because then they have to do the weird lines like sending Sanctuary with Gazelle, sending it with Falco, or just getting it back with Sunlight Wolf, and it's weird, and sometimes it can slow their plays down substantially if they don't have a good enough hand to beat it. Extra deck is still the same: 2 Mirage, 2 Pyro, 2 Heat Leo, 1 Underworld Goddess, 1 Hida, and 1 Phoenix. Now, I will stress this out. You could probably take out the Hida too if you wanted to, because Fire isn't the mirror match. Generally, it's less common than it was before, but I still like it. So if you wanted to take it out for a 3rd Pyro Phoenix, you can absolutely do so. I just play it this way for now. The one other thing I will note to you guys is that I will have my old video. So if you want a more in-depth guide to Salamangreat on the deck profile and how the cards work, check out my older videos. I will post them in the links to the description below. And that will fully go over everything that you need to know about the deck. So, anyway, on to the gameplay. Appreciate you guys for watching, and like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the video. One more slight thing: if you hear me sniffle or blow my nose, I'm getting over a slight cold I had at the end of my trip, so just bear with me here. Okay, going first against Tri-Brigade. Alright, so we always want to circle in the draw phase. If we can, unless you specifically want to hold circle for something, we always want to circle in the draw phase. Alright, so here we can add, we can actually add Gazelle, because the thing is, I want to have a Salad in hand in case he, well, I mean, I guess if he does that, we still have the Burning Shell, but yeah, this is probably the better route, because then I could save the Burning Shell. Alright, we will toss the Mole here. I don't need this in hand turn 1. We want to play around Veiler if we can, so having Gazelle in hand allows us to do that.
Salamangreat of Fire! Summoning Salamangreat of Fire activates its effect.
Could add Fennec now, honestly, because I have a 2nd circle in hand. Yeah, that's fine. Always turn toggle to auto if you can, unless you're looking specifically to do something with toggle on. Now, if you don't know how toggle works like this. On will always prompt you. Auto will prompt you in spots that you think you want to activate certain cards. And off will never prompt you.
Salamangreat Gazelle.
Right, so here we will send Jaguar. Now I'll go Spinny. We know he doesn't have Crow, so we're chilling.
Activate Salamangreat Spinny. Salamangreat Spinny.
Now we'll make our Mirage. Always make sure you detach your Gazelle, because if you do not detach the Gazelle, then we're kind of cooked.
I activate Mirage Stalio's effect.
Now in this spot, I will go and I think I'll actually go out and get a Falco here.
Salamangreat Falco.
And then I'm going to Burning Shell first.
I activate my
And you may say, well, why Burning Shell first, Sean? Because if I don't Burning Shell first, then what's going to happen is that Sunlight Wolf, the first one's going to get negated, and then I won't be able to use the effect to add back.
Salamangreat Phoenix effect activate.
So we're going to go ahead and do that.
I activate my field spell. Salamangreat
So I didn't have to
Sanctuary.
do that, honestly. Could have kept Sanctuary in the hand if I wanted to.
Blaze the circuit that Scorpion.
Want to do it this way.
Salamangreat Falco's effect.
We could reset Burning Shell if we want to, because I already have one.
Check out Sunlight Wolf's reincarnation.
Add back Circle. Summon the Jag.
Salamangreat Jaguar's effect activates. Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf's effect activates.
Take back Gazelle. Recurrence.
I activate my spell card. Salamangreat Recurrence.
If we want, add back Mole. We could keep Mole in the grave or add it back.
I'm setting a card. I set a card.
And then we have Double Circle. Another play we could have gone there is for the Transcendence play, but that will lose to a Droplet that they have, so I don't like to do that.
From my hand, I activate a continuous.
More or less we could survive the turn. We also have the option to set to search out Paro, just in case he goes into battle phase.
I activate my monster's
And we still do have a disruption into our copy of whatchamacallit. We would buy our Mirage Stalio bouncing. Plus with their skill now they can extend through it, so this is probably the safest bet for us.
monster's effect.
Could also go for Paro that turn if we wanted to. We have so many options of what we wanted to do last turn specifically now.
My counter.
But this gives us the most advantage overall. The play we did gives us the most advantage. And like I said, we are loaded with follow-up. We have our Mole in hand, we have Gazelle. We could summon Falco off our Burning Shell to reset our Recurrence. So we have a lot of things we can honestly do on the follow-up.
Activate my monster's effect.
Now, if he summons Shirag, what we're going to do... Okay, so he's not going to summon Shirag. I was going to say, if he summons Shirag, what we're going to do is we're going to chain Burning Shell and link it off immediately, so Mirage triggers in the graveyard, before he can move it to a different location. Okay, so he already has ways that he can special summon things, so I'm not going to stop for Jeet here. We're going to allow for Jeet to go off. There's no reason to stop it. Do it!
I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so that's fine. I think we just allowed Fractile to resolve here. Because if I bounce it back, he's just going to summon it back off for Jeet anyway. So it's not going to really accomplish anything. More or less allow him to get rid of all of his resources in the grave.
Here I go. I special summon a monster.
Okay, so he has no more room to summon with Bear Brum. If I bounce back for Jeet now, he won't be able to extend off of it. He goes into Shirag. He won't... He hasn't used Nerval yet, right? Oh, no, he has... No. Yeah, he has. Okay, so we're going to do this.
I activate my quick play spell. Salamangreat Falco.
And now we will make Heat Leo below it.
I blaze the circuit. That's Link 3.
I will toggle on here because I do want to summon Gazelle.
Mirage Stalio's effect.
We're going to bounce back for Jeet, so that way he can't extend off that. He's going to need Caress to extend. And then we will trigger Sunlight Wolf.
Wolf's effect activates.
Trigger Gazelle.
Salamangreat Gazelle's effect. Salamangreat Gazelle.
We will add back Fire. So I don't think we're going to need to worry about being dead that way.
Setting a card. Here's
And then Gazelle can send Foxy here, just for more follow-up, if we want it. Because we're going to have recurrence. We're going to have a circle search potentially this turn and next turn. So we're going to have a ton of follow-up. This is what I like to do with Sal, just build up the hand advantage. We're going to leave Toggle to auto now, just so we save time.
this will be perfect.
IP?
I link summon
IPP? IPP? Sure.
I activate my monster's effect.
Wait, now he's not going to have a spot to summon off Caress. He has no arrows now. Wait, why did he put IP there? Well, I guess no, he will, because the EMC is open. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine.
I'm counting on you. I special summon a monster.
Fine. He's gonna have to leak off the Frigide out of the EMZ is something I like to see. Unless he runs two of them, which he might. Like I said, the goal here is to survive the turn.
Here I go. I link summon a monster.
Okay.
I activate my monster's effect.
Ah!
I activate my monster's
Get Akira's eyes and its face off the screen. Ah! Yo, so Mixiola, did you check out Sunlight Wolf's reincarnation effect again? This is Mix. I did show him a try. I did. You gotta remember, don't forget to check out Sunlight Wolf's reincarnation effect now. Alright, so we're kind of chilling here. Not really fearing of dying anytime soon. But like I said, our follow-up is kind of insane right now. We have double circle, really. The world is our oyster, and we have recurrence as well.
Here I go.
He can Shirag banish pretty much whatever he wants. We're not really worried about it.
I activate my monster's effect.
We're just gonna allow that to happen.
I activate my monster's effect.
And someone may tell me, sure, why not circle protect? Because if you circle protect, it's not really a point. Okay, that's fine.
I'm setting a card.
That's probably the worst thing he could have done, but okay. Sure. That's the worst thing he could have done.
This will be optimal.
No it won't. Okay, so one cool play that you could do is we could Sanctuary, reduce ourselves. Now keep in mind that will count for our original attack. So if we do reduce ourselves, that will be original. He does have IP, but that's still fine. Now we can Fennec revive. And now we're already threatening a Mirage Thalio because he killed our Link. So we're already threatening to go Mirage next turn before he can do anything else. Sure. Like I said, the world's our oyster at this point, so we can just add whatever the hell we want. Alright, so we're just going to threaten the Mirage Thalio right off the bat. This is why we like to run two.
This wild steed blazes the way 3.
So already threatening it. Okay, forced out the Revolt.
My face down card.
Like I said, the point there is not for us to commit any resources. We just want to force out his disruptions. We're chilling. He's either got to go after the Mirage or the Sunlight Wolf. Yes, technically we could have used Sunlight Wolf first, but I want to threaten. I want to make him make a choice here.
This will be perfect. I'm counting on you.
He still has IP on the field, so that's something we have to take into account, but we have Beat Bison, which can threaten it. That's fine. So now he's forced to use Shirag's effect.
I activate my monsters at this moment.
Sure.
I activate my just as I calculated.
That's completely fine.
My monsters are
Like I said, we've committed no resources this turn into our play. Excuse me. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do... Okay, so he does have the Crow.
Salamangreat Beat Bison's effect activates.
Now we're going to summon Beat Bison.
Salamangreat Beat Bison.
This is going to be immediately threatening for him because we're going to threaten the IP Masquerade right off the bat. gonna use Wolf first, honestly, since he didn't do anything. Mix, did you check out Sunlight Wolf's reincarnation effect? I don't think you did, Mixiola. I don't think you did.
Salamangreat beat Bison's effect activates. Only the unprepared would fall for such a move.
Sure.
I activate my monster's effect. Salamangreat Jack Jaguar's effect activates. Now,
Now?
my monster's effect.
Why now? Okay. That does force out the crow.
This will be perfect. I link summon a monster.
Sure.
Just as I calculated. I activate my monster's Salamangreat of fire.
Just to save time.
Blaze the circuit. I link too. I activate Salamangreat Spinny's effect.
He can negate with Goddess, but that's still fine.
Activate my monster.
We can make a Goddess of our own, honestly. And that's what we're gonna do.
Salamangreat Mole activates its Salamangreat Mole.
Forgot Mole can even summon to its own, to another zone.
I activate Salamangreat Foxy's effect. Salamangreat Foxy.
Sure.
Sunlight Wolf's effect.
Send Levu's the big activates, Mixiola. Two can play at this game.
The time has come to summon exactly what we need.
I activate my spell card. Salamangreat Recurrent.
No, I gotta go fast, because we are gonna run out of time if I don't.
Let's go.
Keep in mind, Sharad cannot banish us because we are non-targeted. We are untargetable. Not untargetable, but we can't be affected by non-targeting effects.
I'm setting a card. I can still recover. I end
Very nice. Good, good, good. Alright, so he has no delay, so we're just gonna threaten a Nightmare Phoenix and we're just gonna clear about it that way.
I activate Salamangreat Foxy's effect. Salamangreat Foxy. Here's Salamangreat Gazelle's effect. Salamangreat Gazelle. Here's Salamangreat Gazelle's effect. Only the unprepared.
Sure. Now just lose.
I'll use my face down card. I activate a quick play spell. It's over.
Good job. And we also have Droplet. Now we still will +1 on our second turn, adding a Salamangreat card, so we can still do that.
I activate my monster's effect.
Well, that's getting crowed.
I activate my monster.
I was gonna say, well, that's getting crowed. The Veiler does nothing now. Well, I should say it does nothing, but let me think. He goes into Excel Synchro Stardust. He can just tribute to dodge that. No, we wait, because if he goes for Power Tool Braver Dragon, then we can hit that. That's a bait. Doesn't really do us any good. Now, you might say, well, why not Veil with the Necro Synchron? We could, but kind of want to see where this goes. We also have Droplet, but he can also play around this too. It could also be a bait, so we don't necessarily want to do that. They tune a monster Necro Synchron! Holding for Droplet is something that's also going in the back of my mind as well. He doesn't have a non-level 1, so he's not going to be able to make Trish 0. Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
I activate my monster.
That's where I came up before and I said, this is where you want to hold the Veiler.
My monster's effect.
That's why I said hold the Veiler for the Braver.
I activate my
He doesn't
monster.
get 100 value off of it. Oh, wow! He hit the misc.
Here I go. I link summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect. Here I go. I special summon a monster. That ends my
Well, okay, so it didn't do anything for him.
Flame it.
Alright, with skill, dump a droplet, add fire, and then we get to add a salad from our deck to our hand. He doesn't have an equip spell, so we don't have to worry about that. We can just hold for droplet. He has a Veiler, we can droplet it off. I think the safe play might be us searching Spinny, to be honest with you. And then we could just send, like, Jaguar off with anything else. In case well, yeah, because then it'll give you the most value if I want to droplet anything. So, yeah, we'll just add Spinny to hand.
Salamangreat of fire. Summoning Salamangreat of fire activates its effect.
I know you have the IPP delay, come on. If you have Veiler, I still get to do it anyway. See, Mix? Can you do it anyway without Cartesia and without Rhino Hunt? I don't think so, Mixiona. Well, actually, wait. I'm going second. If you have Thrust, you do it anyway. Oh, no. But I'm guaranteed to do it anyway.
Can I flip over my set card? I'll
Do, 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 do. Okay, so it adds a Mostrix.
I'm setting a monster. I'll activate a field spell. I activate my monster's effect.
Alright, so he can potentially... Well, he didn't start off with,
I set a
Did he skill already? Yeah, he did skill, so he has no way to combo into a Mostrix that turn.
I draw.
That would have been good to see last turn. Yeah, we will circle here.
I activate
Gives us the max value off of our...
Salamangreat circle.
Should I say combo pieces? I think I want to add Jaguar. I'm going to add Foxy here, honestly. Because then I can deal with the Hidden City. Yeah, that seems like the better play. And then we'll just add Gazelle from outside. And we're chilling.
If you're gonna
We'll dump these two. We'll add Foxy. We will add Burning Shell. Do not click to set Gazelle to the field or you might be a very upset bunny.
Salamangreat of fire. Summoning Salamangreat of
Now you might say, Sean, why add Gazelle here? You could just add him with fire. No, because if he has whatchamacallit? Hold on. If he has Fiendus, that does not target. So if he negates fire, you ain't getting the Gazelle. So keep that in mind.
I activate Salamangreat Foxy's effect.
He can also negate Gazelle in hand, but that's the downside to it. But it's fine because we have a lot of what we need to do in the grave, and we need to force the negate some way. But we don't want him. We don't want him to negate fire. Chances are he won't if we have Gazelle in hand. But even if he negates fire, then we still have
check this set card.
the option to
A trap.
resolve Gazelle potentially. Does that? No. Okay, so it has to send that card. Okay, I'm kind of interested. I think this will work this way.
Activate my quick play spell.
Okay, so now we can chain Burning Shell.
Burning Shell.
Summon the Fennec here. Make the Wolf.
Salamangreat Fennec. Blaze the
Can make Baelance later. We're not really worried about him destroying anything. Now Foxy will come out, dodging the Terra. And then we get to pop the Hidden City.
Salamangreat Phoenix effect activates.
Very good.
Here's Salamangreat Gazelle's
Now we'll try to force out the Omni here. We still have Spinny and Jaguar in the graveyard to trigger.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, so now we force out the Phoenix. Very good. That's what we want. We know the final card set is Final Battle, so we can orchestrate our plays around it. That's why we set up our plays this way.
I activate Salamangreat Spinny.
So now we'll use Spinny. Is there anything I want to add back from the grave now? I guess I can add back fire. I don't really care about blowing. Well, maybe I do, because he has that. In case he has any other hand traps in hand. We could add back Fennec. I don't see why not.
Salamangreat Spinning.
Oh no, because this one's negated anyway. Yeah, so we're not adding it back. That's fine. Doesn't really make a difference either way. Yeah, we're winning that regardless, so it doesn't make a difference there either way. Yep. And he just leaves. Alright, we'll do... how much should I end it? Okay, so that's my Salamangreat video. If you enjoyed this, if you want to see a COD climb, a max climb run, make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/ShowImATry. We now, as the elephant in the room, am I playing stage 2? Right now, I might play it casually. We might do some casually. I'm not going to go hard. I haven't been practicing. A bit of vacation. I just got sick. So I don't really want to play this stage 2 too hard. I'm not really into it right now at this point to do a hard grind stage 2, so we might play it casually on and off, have some fun with it. But other than that, expect we're going to be doing Pokemon tonight, and then Duel Links will be back on Thursday. So if you're interested in Pocket, we're going to be trying to get to Master Ball tonight, but Thursday we're going to be back in Duel Links again. I'm going to be doing more COG runs, so probably doing a COG run with Salamangreat. I have a video on Resonator coming tomorrow. So, but yeah, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, sub. Until next time, it's your boy, ShowImATry. Yeah, peace. Bye, YouTube.